friends. This is the last in the series on the Indian Constitution, and today we are going to talk about fundamental duties. Rights and duties are two sides of the same coin. We cannot be talking about rights without talking about our duties. So let's today look at what our fundamental duties are. These duties are mentioned in the constitution of our country, and as a citizen we need to know what are duties, what is it that we need to do. Okay. The very first duty is to abide by the constitution. Remember, this constitution is not given to us by somebody else. It is something which we have adopted, enacted, and we have given it to ourselves. And the values of these constitutions are very, very crucial, very, very important for us. It is our first duty to abide by the constitution, to respect its ideals and institutions, to respect our national flag, and to respect our national anthem. If it is our country, if it is our constitution, if it is our preamble, then it is our duty to first respect and start believing in it and start accepting it and start enacting it in our own lives. So that is the first fundamental duty given in the constitution. The second one is to cherish the principles, the ideals which inspired our national leaders to work towards the freedom movement. We got our freedom from the British rule after a long fight. Okay, it was a struggle where thousands participated. Many laid down their lives. Many they completely dedicated their entire lives just so that this country becomes free. It is important for us as a citizen, and it is our duty to cherish those ideals, to remember those leaders who fought for the freedom struggle, to understand the noble intentions that they had, to understand and empathize with their struggles, with the sacrifices that they made. It is our duty to understand, remember, and cherish those ideals. Okay. The third important duty is to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity, and integrity of our country. Remember the preamble where we talked about sovereignty. We are an independent nation. We have our own constitution. We have our own rules by which we govern ourselves. It is important that we uphold those principles, that we uphold those values. And it is our duty, it is our responsibility to ensure that we remain united, that we remain one country. The fourth duty is to defend the country, to render national service whenever one is called upon. It is important, it is our duty to see to it that we do whatever that we can do to serve our country, to serve our nation. The fifth important duty, as mentioned in the constitution, is to promote harmony and a spirit of common brotherhood or sisterhood in our country. Remember, fraternity, it's an important value given in the preamble of the constitution. We are not just isolated individuals staying in this country. We are all connected. We are all part of this land. We share a common heritage. We share a common ancestry. We share a common history. And it is important that we believe that we are all together, that we are one, and that we are here for each other. It is important that we promote this harmony. It is also very crucially important because we are so diverse. We belong to different religious identities, we have different languages, there is immense diversity within the country, and hence there's regional diversity, there's sectional diversity. We are very different kinds of people all staying together, and hence it is important that we live together harmoniously and that we live together as one people. It is also very, very important, it's mentioned separately as a duty, to ensure that any practice that goes against the dignity of women, any practice, any ritual, any ideology, any thought process that is derogatory to the dignity of women, that needs to be called out and that needs to be abolished, and that's a duty mentioned in the constitution. The sixth duty mentioned in the constitution, which is our responsibility, is to value and preserve the rich heritage and our composite culture. This composite culture, or Ganga Jamni Tehzeeb as we say, has emerged because we are so different kinds of people, we are staying together, and this shared living has led to a composite culture that has emerged, composite way of life. There's a certain way in which we all of us live together. Now it is important that we preserve that we cherish that. And other than our lifestyles and the way we live, it is our common heritage that needs to be preserved and protected, and that's our duty. Going ahead, friends, our country is beautiful. Look at the diversity there also. We have huge mountains, we are surrounded by sea on 3 sides, we have a very rich wildlife, we have diversity there also, we have lakes and rivers. It is our fundamental duty, it is our responsibility to protect the natural resources that we have. Not just to protect, but also take steps, effective steps to promote it, to make it better. We cannot allow certain policies and certain laws to happen which destroy this natural heritage, which destroy the natural resources, which destroy our mountains and our rivers. It is our duty to protect all of that. The next fundamental duty is to develop a scientific spirit, humanism, and a spirit of inquiry and reform. Isn't it beautiful? This constitution of ours tells us that we need to move ahead. We need to have a critical mind. We need to question certain things. We need to raise issues. We need to develop a scientific temper. We need to believe in humanism. We need to believe in a spirit of inquiry. We need to always move ahead. We need to reform. We need to move in a direction that makes our lives better. And that is our duty. It is our duty to have a scientific temper, to be able to move ahead, to be able to have better life. To safeguard the public property and to abjure violence. This is our fundamental duty. Everything that belongs to this nation is ours. The natural resources, the resources which we have created, the roads, the public transport, the railways, everything that is on this land belongs to us. It is nobody else's, and it is our duty to protect it. To strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity, so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of excellence and achievement. A very, very important duty. We need to always strive for the better. How can our political life become better? How can our social life become better? How can our economic life become better? Better for not just myself, but for the entire country. How can I become better in the sphere of activity in which I am involved? How can I excel? How can I become better? Not just for myself, but collectively. How can we collectively as a nation progress, move ahead? How do we as a nation collectively believe in our humanity? How can we as a nation collectively protect our natural resources, protect our human resources, and how can we become better? Now, becoming better is a duty. It's a big responsibility this constitution has given it to us, and it is so important that we work towards it, that we work towards not just ensuring that our fundamental rights are protected, but also to see to it that we also fulfill our fundamental duties. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do subscribe. Please give your suggestions and comments. Thank you so much.